Back on ColumbiaCougars.com and MediaCom Channel 22, talking Columbia Cougar volleyball. And a quick date on the calendar, if it's not already down for you, the big weekend with the Family Day and Homecoming and the Hall of Fame induction for 4 new members of the Cougar Athletic Hall of Fame coming up. And then the big date for you, at least, Coach, and the volleyball players, the annual alumni match, which continues to grow every year, obviously. You've got 2 alumni on your bench now, so take us a little bit through the tradition of that matchup. It's always a lot of fun for you guys.
It's growing. It's growing in popularity, and we want to win, the alumni. We don't want those youngsters to beat us, and they won last year. The year before, I believe the alumni actually won, and last year we got beat pretty badly. So on that day, I'm not coaching. I switch over to the other side to play a little bit, and
maybe we should explain too. It's alumni versus the current squad, right?
So the current squad, yeah. And a lot of interest this year. We've got a lot of players that are wanting to come back and play. So we're hoping for a win for the alumni this year.
It's a great weekend to reconnect with some of the girls that have played over the years that you might not have seen in a few years. They come back. Now you're teammates with them again, and it's a lot of fun out there. And soccer has a game that afternoon. The schedule of all that events at ColumbiaCougars.com under the volleyball link, and you can get all hooked up with the details. AMC Conference, you've got Harris Stowe twice here in the next couple of weeks. Also another matchup with Park, who you've already beaten at home. And MOBAP. Tell us a little bit about those guys and the conference in general, really, here as we get into it.
We're getting there. I mean, we've got a couple of conference wins already. The Park win was important early because they're number 3 in the conference right now, behind us. A scary team. They're athletic. They've got a lot of Brazilian student athletes on their team, and with the ability to put the ball down and have a lot of strength and power at the net. The back row, they're not quite as disciplined, but they're a scary team because if they do have that good night in the deep court, they do have the capability of putting the ball down in the front court. So they're big, strong players. You know, they're capable of blocking balls too. So we're going to really need to play hard when we do see them this week. After that, then we have Missouri Baptist, who's ranked number 2 behind us and also in the top 25 poll. So they're a capable team. They haven't really seen too much competition as far as top 20 matchups so far, but a very good team this year. They have a couple of transfers in, Division I transfers, along with a returning Division I transfer as a hitter, Chernin, who is an outside hitter, a very good ball player, capable of putting the ball down, 6'3". The setter that's transferred in there this year is very good. So I think it'll be a good matchup for us. And they play a style of game. Once again, it's a difficult matchup for us. They try to slow the game down. They're very well coached. They serve all the right spots, and they're very good ball control-wise. They're a good ball control team. So we're going to have to play really well and play really well throughout the entire match in order to get a victory that night.
And it's a balance for you with scheduling, with conference wins. Obviously, that's the important stuff. That's what gets you through the tournament. That gets you that bid to the national tournament. But you also want to balance in keeping the play level with some of the national teams. And again, going back to what we talked about last season with the pacing and the training of practicing and getting prepared for what that gruel of the grind of the national tournament can bring.
It is difficult. It's difficult, especially with a double round robin in our conference and a conference tournament. That's eating up a lot of dates, a lot of budget to get out to play, home and away with all of these schools, especially when there's only one other team ranked besides ours.
Right.
So, it's difficult to get the tournament play that you need for the national ranking, and once you're at those tournaments, to actually see the right teams to help you with that ranking, but then also get your double round plus your conference tournament in with your regular schools, which the conference is important too.
Sure.
You know, it's the automatic qualifier is going to go to the conference champion, so you have to win that conference.
Right.
And then your seeding is determined on your national play. So it's all important, and it is a difficult task to get the right scheduling at the right times, and hoping not to have significant injuries whenever you get to those big nationally ranked teams at those tournaments.
Most definitely.
So.
Well, the best of luck in the upcoming matches here. Again, if you want to get out, check out the Cougars in person at Southwell Complex. Some home matches coming up, including that big alumni match, which you can go out and root for whoever you want, and hopefully, knock on wood, nobody gets hurt on either side. ColumbiaCougars.com is the web address. And again, Coach Washington, thank you for your time. Travel safe, and we'll be back here in a couple of weeks talking more volleyball as we move on through conference play. You've been watching Columbia Cougars Coaches Show here on MediaCom Channel 22 and ColumbiaCougars.com.